Well, just very impressed in the interview process. Obviously, your tape at your resume as a coach, the job you did at Duke was outstanding. But a very simplistic approach, very positive with our players, brings an edge offensively. Our guys really enjoyed what we're doing, bought in totally to where we're headed with this thing, and I think he did a really good job in 15 days installing a majority of the offense. Again, you got to credit our entire offensive staff and the job they did. Kurt's a really good football coach, exactly what David Cutcliffe said he was, and all the people that I talked to about him as a ball coach. It's all ball, and that's what he's all about. But our kids really enjoy him. He's got an edge to him that we needed offensively from his standpoint, from his position, to bring that confidence back to our kids. Our kids have enjoyed practicing again, and it's been fun to watch.
Did Driscoll take to the system pretty well?
Well, that's Jeff was recruited to do, and that's all the reason why I went to it. I think it's a very good fit for him. I think he's very comfortable. Jeff's going to have a good year. I'm really excited about where we are and where we're headed with him.
Will, the early signing period discussions seems to be coming back around. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't know that we're ever going to come to a common ground where everyone's going to agree on something. I mean, you got some of the northern schools, they don't want an early signing date because they want to be able to visit guys during the season. A lot of coaches, including myself, don't want an inordinate amount of visits during the season because it takes away from your football team and your preparation for the next week. So I really think we're going to have a hard time agreeing on something that's good for everybody. Just because the regions of the country, a lot of the northern schools don't want kids visiting in January because it's freezing cold, and they lie to them and tell them it's really warm year round. So I think that's something that you gotta deal with. And so I don't know if we're ever going to come to common ground, in my opinion, based on the information I have.
Would you like that early summer period?
I would. I'd be for it, but I don't think that it's going to be something that we've discussed a lot in my time here, and I don't know that we're all going to agree on something that national.
Well, what issues do you anticipate coming up this week with football, and what do you kind of hope to, address during the meetings yourself?
Well, there's no big rule changes as far as, the game of football is concerned. I'm sure the early signing date will come up. And, the other issues, we'll see. I'll find out about 1 o'clock when I see the agenda. They sent it to me. I forgot to look at it.
Where are you at full cost of scholarship?
Well, I think, we need to support the student athletes as much as possible, and whatever that decision is made will be the right one. And certainly moving in the right directions of nutrition and being able to help the student athlete more. It's good. It's going to happen. I just don't know when, but I'm all for it.
So next year's one of those years where you can change rules for reasons other than safety. Do you have any ones that you'd like to see either changed, tweaked, called better?
Well, I think that again, the rules are in place because of safety, and that's the right reasons to have those rules in place, and I'm in full support of those. I do think it's a little much for an ejection on a targeting foul where it's not a malicious targeting foul. But it's part of the game, unfortunately. You get in a situation, the crown of the head's involved, and we're escorting a young man out of the stadium, or the next week he's got to sit for the first half and he can't even come on the sideline and get a flow of the game. I think those things are hard, but again, I understand the intent of the rule and I'm for the intent of the rule.
How would you